The ancient world is a treasure trove of mysteries, filled with civilizations whose secrets have been lost to time. From the massive pyramids of Egypt to the mysterious ruins of South America, ancient civilizations have left behind clues that hint at advanced knowledge and capabilities that baffle modern historians and scientists. In this video, we're going to delve deep into the hidden secrets of these ancient civilizations, revealing shocking truths that challenge everything we thought we knew. The advanced engineering of the Great Pyramids. Let's start with one of the most iconic and mysterious structures in the world, the Great Pyramids of Giza. These colossal structures have stood the test of time for over 4,500 years. But how were they built? Traditional theories suggest a massive workforce using simple tools, but recent findings suggest something far more complex. Advanced engineering techniques, some of which are still not fully understood, were likely employed. The precise alignment of the pyramids with the cardinal points of the compass, their placement in relation to other pyramids, and the exact dimensions that relate to mathematical constants such as pi and the golden ratio indicate a level of sophistication that surpasses the capabilities of the tools available at the time. One theory suggests that the Egyptians might have had knowledge of a form of ancient geopolymers, essentially creating synthetic stones rather than carving them from quarries. Dr. Joseph Davidovits, a materials scientist, proposed that the blocks were cast in place using a limestone concrete, which would explain the uniformity and precision of the blocks. This idea challenges the traditional narrative and opens up new possibilities about the technological advancements of ancient Egypt. Furthermore, a study by the French architect Jean-Pierre Houdin proposed that the pyramids could have been constructed using an internal spiral ramp. This theory, supported by 3D computer simulations, suggests that such an internal ramp would allow for the construction without the need for an enormous external ramp, which would have been logistically improbable. The enigmatic Nazca Lines moving from Africa to South America, the Nazca Lines in Peru, have puzzled scientists and researchers for decades. These massive geoglyphs, depicting animals, plants, and geometric shapes, can only be fully appreciated from the air, raising the question, why would a civilization without the means to fly create such elaborate ground drawings? One shocking theory is that the Nazca civilization might have possessed some form of hot air balloon technology. Researchers Jim Woodman and Julian Knott constructed a balloon using only materials that would have been available to the Nazca people, such as cotton fabric and reeds. In 1975, they successfully flew their balloon over the Nazca Lines, suggesting that the Nazca might have used similar technology to view their creations from the sky. This idea, while controversial, challenges the traditional view of pre-Columbian civilizations and suggests that the Nazca might have had a greater understanding of aerodynamics than previously believed. Whether or not the Nazca had flight capabilities, the purpose of the lines remains one of the greatest mysteries of ancient South America. The lost city of Atlantis, myth or reality? Atlantis, the legendary city mentioned by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, has captivated the imaginations of explorers and scholars for centuries. Described as a powerful and technologically advanced civilization that disappeared into the sea, Atlantis has been dismissed by many as pure myth. However, new evidence suggests that there might be a kernel of truth to the story. Geological studies have identified locations that match Plato's descriptions, particularly the area around the island of Santorini, which experienced a massive volcanic eruption around 1600 BCE. This eruption, known as the Minoan eruption, would have caused massive tsunamis and devastated coastal cities. Some researchers believe that this event could be the basis for the Atlantis myth, with the island's advanced Minoan civilization being the inspiration for Plato's tale. Moreover, the underwater ruins off the coast of Spain and the Caribbean have led some to speculate that these could be remnants of the fabled city. The Bimini Road, a submerged rock formation in the Bahamas, has been suggested as part of the Atlantis civilization's infrastructure, though this remains highly debated. The search for Atlantis continues, with new technology such as underwater drones and sonar mapping providing hope that we may one day uncover definitive evidence of this lost civilization. The mystery of the Antikythera mechanism. In 1901, divers off the coast of the Greek island of Antikythera discovered a sunken Roman shipwreck. Among the treasures was a mysterious bronze device that has since been dubbed the Antikythera mechanism. This ancient artifact, dated to around 100 BCE, is considered the world's first analog computer. The device consists of a complex system of gears and dials and was used to predict astronomical positions and eclipses for calendrical and astrological purposes. What's truly shocking is the level of precision engineering involved in its construction, something that wasn't thought possible until much later in history. Recent X-ray and 3D imaging of the mechanism revealed an even more intricate design than initially thought, with over 30 interlocking gears. The technology and craftsmanship involved in creating the Antikythera mechanism indicate a deep understanding of mathematics, astronomy, and engineering that has astounded modern scientists. It wasn't until the 14th century, more than 1,000 years later, that similar technology reappeared in Europe. The Antikythera mechanism challenges our understanding of ancient Greek technology and suggests that there might have been other, now lost devices of similar complexity. The enigmatic Sumerian kings list the Sumerians, one of the earliest known civilizations, left behind a curious document known as the Sumerian Kings List. This ancient manuscript, written in cuneiform on clay tablets, lists the kings of Sumer along with their reign lengths. What makes this list particularly shocking is the inclusion of impossibly long reigns, some lasting tens of thousands of years, and mentions of pre-flood rulers. Some historians have dismissed the Sumerian Kings List as a mythological text, but others believe it could contain a distorted record of real events. The inclusion of a great flood in the list, similar to the biblical story of Noah's Ark, suggests that these ancient records may preserve memories of cataclysmic events in human prehistory. Additionally, some researchers speculate that the long reigns could symbolize periods of stability or dynastic succession, rather than literal years. Alternatively, they could reflect a misunderstanding of the timekeeping methods used by the Sumerians, or they could represent symbolic or religious significance rather than actual historical data. The Sumerian Kings List remains one of the most intriguing documents from the ancient world, providing a tantalizing glimpse into a time when myth and history were intertwined. Göbekli Tepe, the world's oldest temple in southeastern Turkey, lies Göbekli Tepe, a site that has rewritten the history of human civilization. Discovered in the 1990s, Göbekli Tepe is a complex of massive stone pillars arranged in circular formations, dating back to around 9600 BCE, making it the oldest known temple in the world. What's shocking about Göbekli Tepe is that it predates the advent of agriculture and settled life by thousands of years. The site's construction would have required a highly organized workforce, suggesting that complex social structures and religious practices existed far earlier than previously thought. The discovery of Göbekli Tepe challenges the traditional narrative of human history, which posits that agriculture led to the development of complex societies and monumental architecture. Instead, it suggests that spiritual and religious needs might have driven early humans to come together and create such structures, leading to the development of settled life and farming as a secondary consequence. Moreover, the site's builders used advanced stone cutting techniques and had a deep understanding of geometry and symbolism. The reliefs on the pillars depict a variety of animals, including those that were not native to the region, raising questions about the extent of the builders' knowledge and connections. The advanced astronomy of ancient Nabta Playa, a prehistoric site located in the Nubian desert of southern Egypt, is another example of an ancient civilization with advanced astronomical knowledge. Dating back to around 5000 BCE, Nabta Playa is home to a series of stone circles, similar to Stonehenge, that are aligned with the summer solstice. What's particularly shocking is that the site predates Stonehenge by nearly 2000 years and is one of the earliest known examples of an astronomical observatory. The stones at Nabta Playa are arranged in a way that marks important celestial events, such as the solstices and the rising of certain stars. This suggests that the people of Nabta Playa had a sophisticated understanding of the movements of the stars and planets, which they used for both practical and ceremonial purposes. The presence of cattle burials at the site indicates that the inhabitants of Nabta Playa were pastoralists, relying on livestock for their livelihood. The combination of advanced astronomical knowledge with a pastoral lifestyle challenges the conventional view that such knowledge was exclusive to settled agricultural societies. Nabta Playa's significance lies not only in its antiquity but also in its demonstration of how ancient peoples around the world were observing the heavens and developing complex cosmologies long before the rise of the great civilizations we are more familiar with. The mysterious disappearance of the Indus Valley Civilization, which flourished in what is now Pakistan and northwest India from around 3300 BCE to 1300 BCE, was one of the world's earliest urban cultures. Known for its advanced city planning, including grid layouts, sophisticated drainage systems, and standardized weights and measures, the Indus Valley Civilization was remarkably advanced for its time. However, despite its achievements, the civilization mysteriously declined and disappeared around 1300 BCE. The reasons for this sudden collapse have puzzled historians and archaeologists for decades. Various theories have been proposed, ranging from climate change and natural disasters to invasions by external forces, but no definitive explanation has been found. One of the more recent and shocking theories suggests that a massive shift in the course of the rivers that sustained the civilization could have led to its downfall. The Indus and Ganga-Hakra rivers, which were central to the civilization's agriculture and trade, may have dried up or changed course due to tectonic activity, leading to the collapse of the urban centers that relied on them. Furthermore, there is evidence that the people of the Indus Valley might have experienced a prolonged drought, which would have severely impacted their ability to produce food. This, combined with the possibility of internal social strife or conflict with neighboring cultures, could have contributed to the civilization's decline. Adding to the mystery is the fact that the script of the Indus Valley civilization has not yet been deciphered, leaving many aspects of their culture and history shrouded in secrecy. Without a clear understanding of their written language, it remains difficult to piece together the exact circumstances that led to their disappearance, making the Indus Valley one of the most enigmatic ancient civilizations in history. The Olmecs and the origins of Mesoamerican civilization. The Olmecs, often considered the mother culture of Mesoamerica, are another ancient civilization shrouded in mystery. Flourishing between 1500 BCE and 400 BCE in what is now southern Mexico, the Olmecs laid the groundwork for later Mesoamerican civilizations such as the Maya and the Aztecs. They are perhaps best known for the colossal stone heads, some weighing up to 50 tons, which continue to baffle researchers. One of the most shocking aspects of the Olmec civilization is their apparent knowledge of advanced mathematics and astronomy. Evidence suggests that they developed a form of writing, known as the Epi-Olmec script, and had a sophisticated understanding of the concept of zero, something that did not appear in Europe until much later. Additionally, the Olmecs created an accurate calendar system that was later adopted and refined by the Maya. Another intriguing mystery involves the Olmecs' possible connections to other ancient civilizations. Some researchers have noted similarities between Olmec art and the art of ancient African and Asian cultures, leading to speculation about transoceanic contact. While this theory is highly controversial and not widely accepted, it raises interesting questions about the extent of the Olmecs' influence and the potential for early global interactions. The sudden decline of the Olmec civilization around 400 BCE is also a subject of debate. Some theories suggest environmental changes or social upheaval, while others propose that the Olmecs were absorbed into or overtaken by emerging Mesoamerican cultures. Despite these mysteries, the Olmecs left an indelible mark on the history of Mesoamerica, influencing the region's art, religion, and political systems for centuries to come. The secret knowledge of the Dogon tribe of Mali, in West Africa, is known for its rich cultural heritage and deep astronomical knowledge. What is particularly shocking is their detailed understanding of the star system Sirius, which includes knowledge of Sirius B, a white dwarf star that is invisible to the naked eye and was only confirmed by Western astronomers in the 20th century. The Dogon's knowledge of Sirius B, including its orbital period and density, was reportedly passed down through oral tradition over generations. This has led to speculation about how the Dogon acquired such precise information. Some suggest that the knowledge could have been the result of contact with an advanced ancient civilization, or even extraterrestrial beings, as proposed by author Robert Temple in his controversial book, The Sirius Mystery. While the idea of extraterrestrial contact is widely debated and dismissed by many scholars, the Dogon's knowledge remains a profound mystery. Some researchers argue that the information could have been introduced to the Dogon by European visitors in the 19th or early 20th centuries, but there is no definitive evidence to support this theory. The Dogon also possess intricate knowledge of other celestial phenomena, including the planets in our solar system and the Milky Way galaxy, further adding to the mystery of their astronomical understanding. Whether their knowledge was acquired through ancient traditions, observation, or external contact, the Dogon's secrets continue to intrigue and challenge our understanding of early human knowledge. The subterranean cities of Cappadocia in the region of Cappadocia in modern-day Turkey lies one of the most astounding and little-known feats of ancient engineering, an entire network of underground cities. The most famous of these is Derinkuyu, a multi-level city extending over 200 feet below the surface, capable of housing up to 20,000 people along with their livestock and food supplies. The subterranean cities of Cappadocia, dating back to at least the 8th century BCE, were carved out of the region's soft volcanic rock. These cities were equipped with ventilation shafts, water wells, and even sophisticated defense systems, including stone doors that could be rolled across passages to block invaders. What's shocking is the scale and complexity of these underground cities, which could sustain large populations for extended periods of time. They were likely used as refuges during times of invasion, particularly by the Hittites, Persians, and later, during the Byzantine period, by Christians fleeing persecution. The exact origins and purposes of these subterranean cities remain a mystery. Some theories suggest they were built in response to climate change or natural disasters, while others propose they were created as part of a religious or spiritual practice. Regardless of their original purpose, the underground cities of Cappadocia represent a remarkable achievement in ancient architecture and engineering. The puzzling case of the Baghdad Battery in 1936, a curious artifact was discovered near Baghdad, Iraq, a small clay jar containing a copper cylinder encased in an iron rod. Known as the Baghdad Battery, this artifact dates back to the Parthian or Sassanid period, around 250 BCE to 250 CE, and has sparked intense debate among historians and scientists. The Baghdad Battery is believed by some to be an ancient form of a galvanic cell, potentially used to generate a small electric current. If this is true, it would be a shocking revelation, suggesting that ancient civilizations had knowledge of electricity long before it was officially discovered in the modern era. Some researchers speculate that the battery could have been used for electroplating objects with gold, a process that requires a small amount of electrical current. However, there is no conclusive evidence to support this theory, and many scholars remain skeptical of the battery's purpose as an electrical device. Others believe that the Baghdad Battery might have had a more mundane purpose, such as storing scrolls or sacred texts. Regardless of its true function, the Baghdad Battery continues to be a source of intrigue and wonder, representing a potential glimpse into the lost technological knowledge of the ancient world. The unexplained stone spheres of Costa Rica scattered across the Diquis Delta in Costa Rica are hundreds of large, perfectly spherical stones, some weighing as much as 16 tons. These stone spheres, known locally as Las Bolas, have been the subject of fascination and speculation since the discovery in the 1930s. The stone spheres are believed to have been created by the ancient Diquis culture, which flourished between 700 CE and 1530 CE. What makes these spheres so shocking is the precision with which they were made. Some are nearly perfect in shape, a remarkable achievement given the tools available at the time. The purpose of the stone spheres remains a mystery. Some researchers believe they were used as status symbols, placed in the courtyards of chiefs' homes, while others suggest they had astronomical or navigational significance. There is also a theory that the spheres were used in rituals or ceremonies, though no definitive evidence has been found to support any of these ideas. The exact method used to create these spheres is also unknown. It's possible that they were shaped using a combination of hammering and pecking with stone tools, but the process would have been extremely labor-intensive and time-consuming. The fact that the Diquis people invested so much effort into creating these spheres suggests they held significant cultural or spiritual importance. Today, many of the stone spheres have been moved from their original locations, making it even more difficult to understand their true purpose. However, ongoing research and archaeological studies continue to shed light on this enigmatic aspect of Costa Rica's ancient history. The forgotten civilization of the Norte Chico in the arid coastal plains of northern Peru lies one of the oldest known civilizations in the Americas, the Norte Chico civilization. Flourishing between 3000 BCE and 1800 BCE, the Norte Chico is considered one of the world's first urban cultures, contemporary with the ancient Egyptians and Sumerians. What's shocking about the Norte Chico civilization is the absence of pottery, writing, and other cultural artifacts typically associated with early civilizations. Instead, their legacy is found in the monumental architecture they left behind, including massive platform mounds and sunken circular plazas. The lack of conventional artifacts has led some to overlook the significance of the Norte Chico civilization, but recent studies have revealed the complexity of their society. The Norte Chico people developed an extensive system of agriculture, relying on irrigation to cultivate cotton and other crops. They also engaged in long-distance trade, exchanging goods with cultures as far away as the Amazon basin. One of the most intriguing aspects of the Norte Chico civilization is their apparent focus on communal construction projects, suggesting a highly organized society with a strong emphasis on collective labor. The construction of their monumental architecture would have required a significant degree of social cohesion and centralized authority. The decline of the Norte Chico civilization around 1800 BCE is still not fully understood, but it is believed that environmental changes, such as shifts in river patterns or climate fluctuations, may have played a role. The Norte Chico civilization, though often overshadowed by later Andean cultures like the Inca, represents a critical chapter in the history of human civilization in the Americas. The secrets of the ancient Nabateans. The Nabateans, an ancient Arab civilization that thrived between the 4th century BCE and the 2nd century CE, are best known for their capital city of Petra, located in modern-day Jordan. Carved into the rose-red cliffs, Petra is a stunning example of Nabatean architecture and engineering. What's particularly shocking about the Nabateans is their advanced knowledge of hydraulics and water management. Living in one of the most arid regions of the world, the Nabateans developed an intricate system of dams, cisterns, and aqueducts to capture and store water, allowing them to sustain a thriving city in the desert. The Nabateans also engaged in extensive trade, controlling the lucrative spice and incense routes that connected the Arabian Peninsula with the Mediterranean world. Their wealth and strategic location made Petra a hub of commerce and culture, attracting influences from Greek, Roman, Egyptian, and Mesopotamian civilizations. Despite their achievements, the Nabateans remain one of the more enigmatic ancient civilizations. Much of their history and culture has been lost, and their language, Nabatean Aramaic, is only partially understood. The decline of the Nabatean civilization is often attributed to the Roman annexation of their territory in 106 CE, but the reasons for their disappearance are still not fully known. Today, Petra stands as a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of the Nabateans, whose secrets continue to captivate and inspire historians and travelers alike. As we've seen, the ancient world is filled with civilizations that possess knowledge and skills far beyond what we might expect. From the advanced engineering of the Egyptians and the mysterious astronomical knowledge of the Dogon, to the sophisticated water management of the Nabateans and the enigmatic stone spheres of Costa Rica, these civilizations challenge our understanding of human history. These hidden secrets of ancient civilizations not only reveal the incredible achievements of our ancestors but also remind us that there is still so much we have yet to discover. Each new finding, each new theory, adds a piece to the puzzle of our past, and in doing so, it also shapes our understanding of who we are and where we come from. The stories of these ancient civilizations are far from complete, and as technology advances, we may one day unlock even more of their secrets. Until then, we can only marvel at the ingenuity and wisdom of those who came before us, and continue to seek the truth behind the mysteries they left behind.